What's up, everybody? Welcome to Mindful Reality, the channel that covers reality TV from a mental health perspective. It's snowing. Well, it might have stopped snowing now, but it's been snowing all day.
I'm just like, this is all way too much. It's so stupid.
hmm I haven't been on here in a long time. I mean, I have been on here, but I have not been on here with StreamYard in a long time. I don't even know why I'm still paying for StreamYard at this point. There's some things I got to figure out regarding StreamYard in the next month, maybe. But that's neither here nor there. I'm here now. I'm here today. Um, Tomorrow, I'm not going into work. I wish that meant I don't have to work. I honestly, at the place I'm at now, prefer going in days. Okay, so this is how it is. From 2020 in March, I think it was March. I don't know. I want to say March 13, but for some reason I second guessed myself before I said it. But sometime early March in 2020, we got a notification that was like, we have this virus, which was at that time called coronavirus. And they said, we're going to shut down the building for 2 weeks. And then you guys are going to come back in. I mean, we're going to shut down for a deep cleaning. And then you guys are going to come back in, whatever and whatever. Right. So I was home for 2 weeks. And then I thought I was going to come back in. And then um, they said we need to close for another 2 weeks and wait for guidance from the state on what we're going to do, blah, 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 et cetera, et cetera. So from there, the job became a remote job. So I was remote from like end of March up until when I left that place, which was, I think, the last day of December was my last day. And then I got another job at another company that was also remote. So long story short, I was remote from March 2020 until March 2025. So like almost exactly 5 years on the dot. From when I started at my current position. But the thing about my remote jobs from 20 to 2025 is they were built to be remote. So nobody ever asked me to justify what I was doing at home. So, because the job was like an at home job all the time. So I never had to justify it. I just do get up, do my job. This job is kind of like an in person job. So anytime they say, oh, you guys are remote, now all of a sudden they're like, put things on your Outlook calendar. You got to show when you call this person and this. Whereas over the course of the day, I personally like more of a. Some people like more of a task oriented type of work environment where it's like these are the 10 to 15 tasks that you have to do today. And I've had jobs like that and they were okay. Task 1, task 2, task 3. There's benefits and disadvantages. I had a very simple task oriented job that was based on production uh, in 20 the job that I left in 2020. So that job was like very simple in terms of it didn't require me to think about anything. It didn't require me to really create anything. It just required me, I had my set of tasks, boom, 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 ABC. But when you have a job like that, it now leaves companies openings to be like, you have to do more of that. Because you're not doing anything else but that, you should be doing more of that. Like to give like a sports spin to it, because y'all know I love sports. Let's say somebody comes into a basketball game off the bench and they're a bad defender, they're a bad passer. They don't get that many rebounds and steals, and all they can do is like shoot threes, right? So now their only use is making those 3-pointers. So if they come in and they make their 3-pointers a game off the bench, they've done their job. But then again, the company might also be like, well, you're making 3-pointers, but there's a lot of people in the NBA who can do that. So we need you to get 5. And then if you start making 5, they're like, you don't do anything else. So the only way for us to justify you being on the roster is for you to get 6. So that to me is my the downside of doing something like that. Now, I was getting ready to say I like more of a free flowing, like you have objectives, not necessarily like you have tasks. You have objectives. These are the objectives that you need to complete for the month. And however you get them done is however you get them done, because it leaves you more leeway to be human. Because the way I see it, some days you have up days, some days you have down days, some days you have average days. There's days when I'm going to get in to the office and I'm going to be like locked in and focused. I'm going to be laser focused, and then I'm going to get probably more done than I do on average. There's other days when, for multiple variety of reasons, I cannot be focused. And therefore, because I'm not focused, I complete less than an average day, but I think everything balances out over time. That's the downfall of being in the office, is that people are always looking at you. Nobody's going to give you a congratulations for a job well done, but they sure are going to scold you or reprimand you if hold on if you don't perform like above average. Okay, before I start, I'm a little StreamYard rusty. I forgot to do this. Hold on.
Shout out all my dogs at the crib. 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 Shout out all my dogs at the crib.
Okay. There's something I was going to do before I jumped on here that I'm going to try and see if I can do. All right. Question. I was gonna do like a snow day Q&A. It's not a snow day today. It is because I've been in my house all day and then I shoveled outside, but it's not a snow day like there was something else I was supposed to do and I'm inside instead of being somewhere else. All right, so I'm going to answer some of these questions that I got here for you guys for as long as I want, and then if there's not a lot of engagement, I will go. If there is, I might stay longer. It all depends. It all depends, right, Mimi?
Oh my God, Jesus. I know you were just way too stingy with the common sense. You needed to disperse it a little better, because these people.
Okay. If you're here, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell to get notified of when I drop some more great content. Okay, so this says personality in life. Are you more of a planner or a go with the flow person? Easy one for me. I mean, everybody, even if you just follow me on this channel and you only know me from this channel, actually, I'll say it depends. I can be a go with the flow type of person. I don't like being restricted. I'm not a great planner, but I also don't always like surprises. Wow, I just realized that I thought I had a clear answer to that question, but I don't. It's a little bit thought provoking. Um, I prefer to be a go with the flow type of person, but I feel like I need structure in my life too. So it depends. I hate to give like a in the middle type of answer, but it is what it is. That's what I could come up with. What's something people are usually surprised to learn about you? Well, sometimes people don't think that I talk. And because depending on the room and the scenario, I can be real quiet. I can not really engage too much with other people. You know, I had a situation like that, which I told you about, which happened last week, a few days ago, actually, at the rap party. Then there's like a challenge mania where I'm all over the place. It depends on the room. What is something else? Sometimes people are surprised that I do music. Sometimes they're surprised that I take pictures, videos. Basically, everything about me surprises people. I think I'm kind of an enigma because I'm not someone to go around and just be like, "Hey, I do this and this." It's like people find out things about me over time. Are you productive or fully hibernating when it snows? That's another one of those because like today, for an example, I did a bunch of shoveling. I got my laundry together. I did a little bit of cleaning. So I was semi-productive, but I did also spend more time sleeping than I normally would have. Hmm. Favorite things to do when I'm stuck inside? Television, movies, um, music. Yeah, that's what I got for now. Let's see. When did I start my channel? Okay. I don't even remember, to be honest. I always have to tie it to this channel. I think I started 2024, I want to say. Early 2024, I think I started this particular channel. I started on YouTube a long time ago, like at the beginning, at YouTube's inception. But I think this channel I started early. Sorry, excuse me, early 2024. Okay, comfort show you could rewatch forever. Um, all my '90s shows: Fresh Prince of Bel Air, Family Matters, Living Single. Um, what else did I like in the '90s? Sister Sister. There's cartoons that I loved. Darkwing Duck. Uh, I liked Lois and Clark. For anyone who was born in Canada, I loved all my YTV shows. I liked Book Mice. I liked Dragon Ball Z, which is not a YTV show, but it was on YTV. Um, Dragon Tales, The Big Comfy Couch. Shout out to The Big Comfy Couch. There's a lot of them. There's not like one show. If you ask me a go-to comfort movie though, I'd probably pick Lean on Me. That was my movie. Early sleeper or night owl? Let's see. Night owl, obviously. Okay. What's one unpopular opinion that you could stand by? I feel like a lot of my opinions are unpopular. Can I think of one unpopular opinion? You know what? I can think of several, but I don't want to go there. Have you changed in the last year? 1,000%. What are you learning about yourself right now? I have much less of a tolerance for disrespect than I used to. However, I have much more self-awareness of where I am when it comes to my responses to things. Because I had a situation last week in an environment where I had to act correctly in that environment. And in previous times in my life, based on the way that I was disrespected, I would have responded in kind. But I had to take a step back real quick in the heat of the moment and remember where I was and realize that I got bills to pay. And that should tell you where I was. What does rest actually mean to you? Rest is when I can turn my brain off and only think about things that are not requirements, when I am just able to completely relax and just have a good time. That's what complete rest is to me. Something I've been excited about lately, sports. I love sports. The movie that I participated in, that was kind of cool and exciting. That's about it for now. And what do I hope this year brings me? Health, a different tax bracket, and happiness. And that's it. So if you joined me, thank you. Please make sure like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell to get notified of when your boy drops some more great content. Thank you all, and have an amazing evening. Oh, before we go, I forgot.
You are now tuned in to Mindful Reality, the channel that covers reality TV from a mental health perspective.
What's up, family? It's Mimi from Big Brother Season 25, and you are now tuned in to Mindful Reality with Mark. I need for y'all to stop what you're doing and make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe, because the math ain't mathin', okay?